Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week of online instruction. But I'm not cooped up in my house. I'm coming outside because it's gorgeous out here. Um, and I wanted to show you my garden. So I spend a lot of time out in my garden these days. That's how I'm staying sane. I hope you're getting out. I mean, I know things are crazy. Um, and you might be getting stir crazy in your house, but get outside, get some exercise. Getting exercise and getting your heart rate up is so important. It'll make your head feel better too. So I spend a lot of time out in my garden. Start a vegetable garden if you've got any space. Ask me for advice. I'd love to help you, but there's lots of YouTube videos out there. So I wanted to show you some of my stuff here. I've got my kale, I've got beets, I've got spinach. Look at that spinach is looking pretty good. And then over here I've got lots of carrots coming up too. But I would love to hear from you. And so one of the things on the agenda is to give me a quick 10-second video. Tell me, how you're doing, how it's going. And then later in this video, I'm going to be talking about the AP exam. So if you have any other questions about the AP exam, let me know in that video too. But it's important to stay positive. I know there's a lot going on, but the environment is really kind of being able to take a breath right now. And I think because of this COVID-19, things are really going to shake up, and there's a lot of positive that can come out of this. I know it's hard to think about that, but that's how I'm kind of making it through. So I want to show you a few things about the AP exam. I'm going to have to go in the house to do that. Okay, now I'm back in my house. I do want to also tell you that I do have an Instagram account if you're interested in following me, Mr. Klokovich. I'll try to post some interesting things on there. So I want to talk. We got a pretty easy week, I would say, this week, because we're really just studying the AP for the AP exam from now on. But we're going to grade that FRQ we did, because I want to start talking about how to write FRQs, because that's the only thing that's going to be on the exam. And then we're going to review experimental design, because one of those FRQs is going to be experimental design. So let me show you a few things, though, about the AP exam. So you have this information underneath in the agenda. I have all this information, but I wanted to tell you about the AP exam. So here's some information. It's going to be on, it says Monday, May 18th, but I swear that was Monday, that was going to be the 22nd. So we'll have to find out about that. It's going to be only 2 free response questions. That's the whole exam, 45 minutes. And so you're going to have 25 minutes to respond to the first question. And then you can do that. The question you can do on paper, you can do on the computer, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on anything you want. But after 25 minutes, you're going to have 5 minutes to upload your responses. So if you did it on paper, you're going to have to take a picture of that and then send that picture to your computer, and then upload that picture to the website. So we're going to need to do some practice on that, and I think the AP folks are going to have a practice run. But you only have 5 minutes to upload it, so we're going to want to make sure you can get it done in 5 minutes. So you have 25-minute FRQ followed by 5 minutes of uploading. Then you have a 15-minute FRQ followed by a 5-minute time to upload. The content is going to be the first 7 units according to them, and I'm going to show you what those units are. Question 1 is going to be designing an experiment. That's why we're going to that's why we're reviewing experimental design. You're either going to design an experiment or you're going to analyze somebody else's experiment, and that's going to be 60% of your grade. The second FRQ, the 15-minute one, is going to be analyzing an environmental problem and proposing a solution. So we're going to practice proposing solutions using the content. It's open note, open computer. You can use anything you want. The only thing that you can't do is talk to people, and they supposedly are going to be checking social media and things like that. So let's not risk anything, because if they find out that you were doing any of that, they're going to tell everybody who you're requesting, that you're applying to college, that you cheated. So let's not do that. But because you can use open notes, everybody is kind of preparing for that. So we're going to actually do a little of that preparation ourselves. So if you look over here, this is another document I have on the agenda. These are all the topics that we have studied this year. These are all the topics that are on the AP exam, even if we haven't studied them. But we've studied almost all of these things. So this is what they call Unit 1, and then which is about cycling of nutrients and matter and energy flow through ecosystems. Unit 2, about biodiversity and kind of like evolution. Unit 3 is, and this is a little bit different than how we organized it, but we have a population. Unit 4 was what I like to call global systems, plate tectonics, water, stuff like that, biomes, or is that, yeah. Unit 5, a lot of agriculture. This is a big, huge unit about our influence on the environment. We kind of hit that all over the place. Then we have Unit 6, which is about energy, which we just covered. Unit 7, which is about air pollution. And then the last 2 units, some of which we've covered and some of which we haven't, will not be on the exam. So unfortunately this year we're not going to even study climate change, but these are the things that, and you should definitely look at these things because there's no reason to study for these for the exam. Some great things we studied here, all that solid waste and sewage treatment, none of that's going to be on the exam. All this stuff over here, it's not going to be on the exam. So one of the things I'm going to have you do, because it's open note, but that doesn't mean you're going to have time to go through all of your notes. So most students are creating, little cheat sheets. So I really recommend, and this is on the agenda for this week, that you make a cheat sheet for these things just so you can refer to it while you're taking the exam. The exam, they're not really going to be testing for factual knowledge. They want you to apply it, but obviously you need to know the facts. So you need it would be nice to have a document that you can refer to really quickly so that you have the facts you need to write a good response. Another resource, which I have a link for, are these environmental science videos. Now, a lot of these are just PowerPoints, but it might be, for a subject that you don't understand well or you want review, you can always go back to our videos or our PowerPoints. But all of these have been made recently by environmental science teachers, and there's a link, and your link is on the it's on the agenda for all these things that you might want to go over again. They're pretty long, but you might want to pick a few of these and do those as well. Make me a video, a 10-second video. If you've got any questions about the AP exam, we'll talk about it more. And then just follow the agenda for this week. And if you have got any questions, please let me know. I'll talk to you really soon.